You've got forgiveness work to do, said the woman who calls herself the energy mender. I thought it odd, given I'm so classically tender, and told I'm too forgiving, too open-hearted, with boundaries too leaky. But could it be there lives in me resentment so sneaky I don't realize it's there? Where do I start? I asked, but before we could take a deep dive, her next client arrived. She said, "Your time's up." It was far too abrupt. I stepped on the elevator feeling cracked open, but just a tiny crack, not wide enough to actually count. Fresh tears welled, but never fell. I got no release, just a peek that she might be right, leaving me to wonder what I might have buried inside. I recall no major offender who I've yet to pardon, mentally at least, but in the confines of my heart, have I grievances unreleased? Some covert grudge that won't budge because it hasn't been nudged in so long that it's now woven into the fabric of my being, to the point that it exists without me seeing its face, which I've mentally erased, but does its residue still have a place in my tender little heart, which I thought was so forgiving? Is there a parasite living in a crevice I neglected because at some point I rejected the opportunity to let go, a choice which has kept my hands clinging to some long forgotten bitterness and now leaves my eyes stinging?